What's going on, my friend? Keen for a conversation? All right, me too. Love you too, man. You guys want a conversation?
Sure, what's up?
This is going to be on YouTube. You guys all right with that?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just letting you know it's a bit controversial.
That's okay, go ahead.
Okay, this is my question, right?
Okay. Yeah.
You going to answer me honestly?
Yep, of course. Always.
Does God exist?
No. Oh, actually,
In a
no,
way,
hang on.
yes.
It depends
In a
what
way.
kind of God you're looking for.
I think so, yes.
There's a
Whatever
God,
God-
as in Catholic, there's a God as in there is something you believe in, or there's just like, there's something there that's just
higher
something.
rise.
Yeah, like a higher,
High power.
yeah, a higher power.
What would you consider the high power?
You know what? Don't know, but I don't know. Universe.
There's definitely someone above that definitely believes in us. It just depends who it is, but like, it's hard to
Yeah.
believe something that's not there when we can't see it ourselves, if you know what I mean.
Well, we
Like,
can't
it's-
see
it's definitely
we can't see our brains, but we know it's there, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of things that we can't see. I mean, we know this building
Spirits.
is here,
Yes.
but we also know that it's upon foundation, which we don't see, right?
Yes.
So it's just like creation. Creation is here. We don't see the creator, but we see the creation.
Yes.
So then is that a bit more evidence to kind of persuade you?
In a way, yes.
So what's your verdict? Are you saying that God and Jesus is real, or are you saying there is a higher power?
I would say that God does exist, but I'd like to know what other people think, because mine is based off biblical evidence and,
Okay.
you know, what I've seen. And
I'm atheist. so
okay, cool.
I don't believe
I love
that
these
there is-
conversations. This
Yeah,
is good.
yeah. I don't believe that there is a Jesus or a God or a Mary, like that kind of stuff. But I do think there is definitely a higher power that has somehow created everything, but also I think it's also the universe, like space. I mean, I've got that right there. Like it's just I don't know.
And what does that mean? Can we just get that on camera? Like,
Yeah,
what does
of
that mean?
course. So that was my first ever tattoo. I represent that as something that I've always loved as a child, which is space, how unknown it is, how we know nothing about it. And the fact that there is this in a little solar system, and then that in a what is it called? A galaxy, and then a universe, and there are
Yes.
multi-universes, and then the whole universe is one.
How is there multi-universes?
How?
Sounds like you've been watching Spider-Man.
I watch everything.
Okay, so as an atheist, okay, would you say you're an atheist or an agnostic? So atheists don't believe in any higher power at all, whereas an agnostic just doesn't know.
Hard to say, because I want to believe what I can. I just don't believe in God, Jesus, and all that stuff, because I think it's very Santa Clausy. Like there's not, you don't. Santa Claus, they give presents out every...
Well, I'll tell you what, you're not wrong. It does sound very Santa Clausy
Yeah.
when there isn't enough attention put into it. It's just like
Yeah.
with anything, right? I mean, if I look at any kind of concept anywhere, it's just going to seem like a fairy tale. It could
Yeah.
seem like whatever it is. But unless I go and investigate it and pursue the evidence,
Yeah.
then I won't really understand. Would you agree?
Yeah,
Oh, definitely.
yeah.
So then what? So you know about God, you know about Jesus, not so much know, but
Yeah.
you've heard of it.
Yeah.
What keeps you from knowing?
Just the stereotypical cliche type of like, Jesus this, Jesus that. I just can't I personally find it cringy. I find it, no one knows shit about it. It's in BC times, and all of us here that have lived have not been in those times. So how are you to believe, oh yeah, this is real? Like, what made you think to believe that this is real? Because
What are your thoughts on Julius Caesar?
I don't know who that is.
No,
I've heard
one
of
of the
it,
one of the
but
Roman emperors. No.
I've heard of them, but I haven't learnt about
Well,
it.
the reason why I'm asking is because a lot of people talk about him, and he was one of the
Yeah.
most powerful men in the world. But he was before Jesus' time, and there was a lot of evidence to suggest that he was an actual person and that he lived, right?
Yeah.
So if history does show us that there was a figure, there was a man named Jesus, he did live, he did speak certain words, but when you read the Bible for itself, which I'm only assuming that you probably haven't read yet,
Nope.
then you'd know that there's more to it than just fairy tale kind of cringy, what you were saying,
Yeah.
the cringy side of Christianity, right?
Look,
What are your thoughts?
Look, I'm Lutheran, so like my sister went to a Lutheran school and, you know, she learned a lot of stuff, and I went to like, you know, Christian school and stuff. Look, it was a bit of a half-half situation. Like, again, how can you believe in something you haven't seen yourself? But I went to like this camp, and it was really interesting to like build up on. And honestly, there was a connection where, you know, like the people that were like running the place were praying to us. And there was such an interesting thing behind it, you know, like they would be praying to us about the good things about us, and like, you know, you'd be learning so much from it. And I remember I was crying in tears because it made me feel like touched.
So you had an experience?
Yeah, in a way I did. But like, look, from church, it does get a little bit boring, I'm not gonna lie. But from the camps, you know, you learn so much about it. You learn the quotes. You learn so much behind the stories about it. And it's a different type of culture, in a way. In a way. So when I had that experience from them, I was crying in tears. I was like feeling the emotion from it. And I felt touched. I felt like I had a bit of a connection from God, and I was just like, wow, what has just happened? But like after that, I didn't really go to church because I've been working heaps and whatnot. But in that way, that was my only time at this camp in CLW, I'm pretty sure, that I felt like, wow, connected, 100% connected. But the other times from church is a bit like, oh, you know, going because my family's going and, you know, learn a bit of history, I guess. But CLW, man, so good.
So you more so like, because what you're explaining is, what we have today is a lot of people who just sit in churches.
Yeah.
And does it get boring? Absolutely, a lot of times it does get boring. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a Christian, and I know that I've been to some churches and I'm sitting there and I want to fall asleep. But the whole purpose of what the Bible is for and for what Jesus had done, which you can, I guess, explain with your experience, is that you're supposed to take what you read and what you learn and apply it to your own life, and to see how it not just benefits you, but it's able to help others as well. Like so you've had an experience, you've been influenced, and now what's supposed to happen is when you freely receive, you freely give. What do you think of that?
Look, it's just it's a different type of experience for people to like learn and actually build upon, like with this type of feeling, you know, like if you can feel that touch, you know, like it's really touching your heart, you can feel it. If it doesn't, then it's like, okay, it doesn't really mean anything to you. If you really have that special bond to something, you'll like know what that feeling is. So in that moment when I went to CLW, it was just like, wow, like, you know, I really had a special connection.
My question is this. So you've had this experience.
Yes.
How would you explain it to your friend?
Look, it takes a chance to really feel that, but it's not for everyone. I'll say that right now. If you really want to believe in something, they'll believe in it. If they don't want to, that's their choice. Do you know what I mean?
The thing is, I haven't had a very close person to me that has passed away. So therefore, I haven't had the chance to want to believe in something or be like, oh my God, like please, you know, blah, blah.
As for me, I have.
Yeah, so
I really have.
Everything that has passed away from me hasn't been that close. It's been family, but I'm not very family orientated. They're from New Zealand. I don't hang out with them. I don't get to know them at all.
What do you reckon? What do you reckon people turn to God? Usually in the moments where they've hit rock bottom.
It's definitely for hope, I think.
Yeah, it's hope, faith, like just to believe that, you know, if there is something there, tell me, you know, because everyone wants to believe in something. And if you are atheist or if you don't believe in anything, you want to have some sort of hope, because if you lose something that's so close to you, you want to know, like, okay, if something's there, let me know now, because I need some sort of hold.
Like reassurance that someone's going to be there for me.
Yeah.
Also for us, anyone around.
So when you say, tell me, are you meaning God or somebody told you?
Something.
So what if people do tell you and you don't receive it?
Then proves my point. but otherwise, you know, I'm always here for myself. My friends are here for me. My family's here for me.
Yep.
And if there is nothing in a higher power that can guide me in any way, whether it be passed on generations from my family that have passed on, or anything, then, you know, I've always got backup, which is people that are living, like my friends, family, myself. And the only way I can help that is through thinking and just being in the moment. You know?
You seem like very intellectual girls.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I say that because with anybody that can read or write,
Yeah.
it only takes a bit of time and a bit of effort just to go and read it for yourself.
Yeah.
And to bypass all the opinions that people have and say it could be this or could be that. But with anything, especially in this lifetime, everything's so convenient that we kind of want it so quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you do spend a bit of time just reading and acknowledging and trying to figure it out for yourself, there's actually a lot in there that will help benefit you more than you think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You know, taking the time to read something and really believing in it, it's just like, it's a whole nother book. You know, you're reading into something that you really believe in.
Yeah.
You know, so when you believe in something, you'll take the time and effort to really understand the words.
Yeah.
But some people just look at it and be like, what is this? Like, I don't understand. A bit like Shakespeare, like, what is this actually saying?
Yeah.
You know? But I have a lot of, like, you know, Lutheran friends and family that understand this, and they're just like true believers, and it makes me feel happy that, you know, people can still believe in stuff even though it leads to a different direction that a lot of people don't actually do.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, that's okay. Thank you so much.
I
I
appreciate it so
Thank you
much.
so much.